y'all can't even speak English properly if we're keeping it real. And why can't you speak English properly?
You haven't adapted to your environment.
Grown up in that country. Exactly. That's where the majority are speaking Yoruba.
Last week, a week and a bit ago, me and you went on Madame Joyce's podcast, Cocktails and Takeaway. And it was, honestly, I enjoyed it so much. Like, Joyce, we know you're listening. Like, thank you for having us on. And we're obviously speaking Yoruba, like showing each other like how much, you know, we know how to speak it.
Yeah.
And obviously it made Twitter and TikTok. Yeah, Twitter was on there and so was TikTok. And a lot of people were just basically saying how, some people were being really nice and some people were like, oh, like, what? You should be ashamed that you can't speak your language and stuff like that. And that had me really pressed because I'm just there like, we're trying. We actually love our language. We're actually showing that we love our language and happy that we know what we know. And I just don't get why people are putting us down for actually speaking our language, even if it doesn't sound right to you. That's what had me pressed.
Yeah, so basically Joyce uploaded a TikTok and on the caption it was like when British girls try to speak Yoruba.
Okay, shorty jẹun.
Mo jẹun àtàròdo, mo jẹ àtàròdo àti odùgan. Ẹ̀yin kọ́?
Èmi ò tí jẹun. Mo jẹ breakfast láàárọ̀, but èmi ò tí jẹun nísìnyí.
It was basically Nigerian Twitter that was getting onto us. It's so funny because my mum sent me the TikTok as well.
Same.
Yeah, and she was like, but my mum was like, oh, you should do more of this because she was so proud of it.
Oh, even the twins or my sisters, they were like, it's my older sister, me, and then the twins. And then my older sister's really good with Yoruba.
Yeah.
Understands it, can say like literal sentences. I'm like where I am. And then the twins, they know nothing. They say if they could say it, they could. But they say like their accent, they don't want to sound dumb. It won't sound right. And I'm just there like, you should still say it regardless of your accent. Because in your head, you can hear it. You just want to be able to say it out loud. So,
but the thing is so funny because I'm not going to lie, the negative comments didn't even get to me because I feel like it's a flex that I can even speak it growing up in a country where it wasn't my first language. And like people was trying to be like, oh, you guys, the Yoruba language is going to disappear. Oh, the parents should be ashamed that kids of nowadays can't speak it. And I just think you lot are just chatting because you lot don't know what it's like. Like my mum literally speaks Yoruba to me when I was younger, and that's why we can understand it, but maybe we can't pronounce it. And I just feel like it's a bit ignorant, and not everyone is like us lot that we don't mind if people can laugh at us and we will still continue to speak it. But then I feel like that's why a lot of people don't even end up speaking languages because they're afraid that people will laugh at them.
They get discouraged. Like literally just hearing my sisters say that, like, oh, I don't want to say it because that sounds stupid.
Yeah,
it's the same thing. But you can't help if you have an accent. Let's be real. Like, there's a British.
We're not gonna sound Yoruba because we don't have we didn't grow up in that country, so we're not gonna have the accent. But I'm just lucky that in my family, growing up talking Yoruba, like even if I sounded like dumb or English or whatever, like they would always like big me up or like be like, oh, is that what you said? So like even when I'm out on the street, I've never been embarrassed to be like, oh, I don't want to say, like I'll be the first one to say something in Yoruba because I'm like, my parents never made me feel some kind of way. My family never made me feel some kind of way. Like they always encouraged me. So I feel like you lot should take a look at yourself. Like maybe you go to another country like France or Spain and then be in go to a school where majority are speaking that language and then still try speak your
own
home language and see if it's not hard. Like
you have to adapt to your people need to understand
because you can't even speak English properly if we're keeping it real. And why can't you speak English properly?
You haven't adapted to your environment.
Grown up in that country. That's where the majority are speaking Yoruba. When you come to England, you can't say certain words.
Do you know what? Yeah, like growing up for me, so obviously I was born in Nigeria, so a lot of people don't really know that. In my fresh days, I was fresh. Like I would mix up Yoruba words with thinking that everyone in England knows what that means.
Yeah.
So things like singlet is a vest, by the way, guys. And I kept saying it. I remember saying it to my white friends when you have
is vest. Singlet actually just a Yoruba word? Because I know what singlet is.
That's what I assumed, but I thought it was I genuinely just thought it meant vest, and everyone knew it meant vest.
Yeah.
The way my mum was saying it, the way I knew.
Go and grab your singlet.
Yeah, go and grab your singlet like that. So I'd literally be like, to my friends, my singlet is from Mark 1 or something. you know, Mark one day. Like, I was saying, and they just was so confused. Like, what's a singlet? I'm like, this. They're like, no, it's a vest. I was like, no, it's a singlet. And when my mum tells me something, I'll go for what my mum says. So I'm so confident about it.